Hey guys, how you doing? So today I'm going to be taking a quick look at AutoShark and PantherSwap and giving you a tiny bit of an update of what's going on with those platforms. In general, after the AutoShark flash loan attack, both PantherSwap and AutoShark went down for a while. Eventually, they launched a compensation pool for those of us that were affected by it. Eventually, we got the new token. They've launched again, and both platforms are working, but both tokens are very low in value at this point. So the question is, can they grow from here? Can they continue to get more TVL, and can they really get their token prices to go back up? That is the question. And I do not know, so make sure you take a look at the platforms. If you haven't ever looked at them before, this could be interesting to take a chance on. Or if you're somebody who's in them, let me know what you think, if they're going to be able to recover or not. I'd really like some feedback on this one. So AutoShark is an AMM. This is similar to Adamant Finance, to Cub Finance, to Auto Finance, to a lot of the different projects that I like. This is one of the reasons why I like the idea of getting into it. Really, these AMMs can be really, really successful because they can offer you kind of a fun new way for you to earn more money, to get your pools auto compounding. And the reason I thought this would help PantherSwap so much is kind of they were going to be the Pancake bunny is to Cake, Adamant is to everything on Polygon, while AutoShark was going to be that to PantherSwap, because PantherSwap does have its own liquidity pools. They don't use the Cake the Pancake swap ones, and so they do have this ability to theoretically have somebody set up an auto yield generating site for them. This was their first IPO, and one of the reasons why I feel like Panther's fallen down so far is because this token has not held its value. Even the new one really fell down now to only 19 cents and has just been going down. But one of the things to look into here is they do have $10 million staked in the platform. So that's not nothing, but it's not very much money when it comes to an AMM. Now, they are working on getting more pools added into AutoShark, so they're not only using the PantherSwap pools, but as you can see, they have added a couple Pancake swap pools. Now, as this AMM branches out and starts to use more of the different opportunities that there are out there besides just PantherSwap, they can look to build up their liquidity and how much is being staked. As you can see, because they are offering such a high APY at 219% on Cake tokens, they actually have attracted $5 million worth of Cake tokens being staked over here. One of the things I would say is that this one here having a pretty high reward in JAWS tokens does mean that there might be some selling pressure coming from this pool for the token, but that is where they have the compensation pool for the JAWS token, and then eventually they will be able to have the normal JAWS staking pool to earn commissions from the different fees that they're taking off of these pools. They do have one buy swap pool now. This also brought in a little bit of money, so that was nice to see. And then they do have their big collection of PantherSwap pools. One of the exciting ones that you might see here is this Pirate BNB, because this was the new project that was just launched on PantherSwap. And hopefully, if Pirate can be more successful, it could bode a turnaround for PantherSwap. And if PantherSwap turns around and starts to get a lot more money in it, then you're going to see AutoShark do a little bit better, because as you can see, it has all of these different pools here, including some very high Panther BNB ones, but people have to be confident that the token is finally going to start to go up. And you can see there are quite a lot of different pools. One that is coming up is the JAWS pool. So basically, if you don't know about this, because they had the hack, currently they have all of the fees that are going to the platform are being redistributed out here into this JAWS jungle. And this is also being matched a little bit by the Panther team to create this really, really, really high APY for you to be able to be staking your JAWS tokens. This is for you to be able to try to earn some money back on your JAWS tokens. It's kind of an interesting one to be in. I actually maybe should be putting all my tokens into there, because I put them into here hoping the token might go up in value, and instead it's just been going down in value. So that's something for me to think about. But then we'll go ahead and take a look now at the PantherSwap site, because this is really interconnected to AutoShark until it really gets a little bit more successful at getting more other sites out there going. It really needs PantherSwap to come back. So as you can see, the TVL here, we're down to 80 million. The token is down to 13 cents. I thought it was bottoming out at 30 cents. I was wrong. I got out at 27 cents. I'm glad I did. And now it's sitting here at 13 cents. And we wonder, okay, could this be the bottom? Could this be where it's time to maybe take another look at PantherSwap? I don't really know, but they are a fully built kind of clone with a different tokenomic model of having some burning going on with their token. when it gets moved around. Not a lot. They did trade it. They did change it to just being a tiny bit because I feel like they thought it was going to be too much. As you can see, the transfer tax is down to only 2% now. It used to be, I think, around 10, and then it went down to 5, and now it's down to 2. So now it's a much smaller tax, but that does mean that this circulating supply of the token is going up quite a bit because they are still issuing quite a lot of tokens per block. They are, I mean, it's not as many as before, but 50 is still pretty healthy. Sorry, my head's kind of in the way, but they are at 50 right now, Panther coming out per block. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the farms. So if you kind of look at more of their older farms, if you're in the Panther ones, they are still getting this 40x and this 24x with 50 coins coming out per block. These APRs are still very, very healthy at 320% on both of them. But the Panther token, if it keeps trending down, the impermanent loss can cancel out your gains. We all understand that how it works with farming tokens. That's why you have to know, is Panther at the bottom if you're willing to maybe take a look at this and get back into it. I don't know. I'm just kind of giving you an update on where things are at this point because I've covered these projects in the past. Now, they do have some other pools here that have safer assets, and as you can see, they do have no deposit fees currently on these. I think they ended up waiving their deposit fees because the deposit fee model doesn't work as well for them, because really what they're just trying to do is get more people to bring their liquidity over to here, because if you put your liquidity over to here, then one of their partner projects here can have you bring your liquidity tokens over here, join any of these different pools that they offer, and start to earn some extra money that way. If you go through here, you're going to see that they really have all of your premium tokens that you might want to get into, and they all have APRs that I think are kind of competitive for things like XRP, BNB, for DAI BUSD at 19%. These things are competitive when you talk about kind of a safer place to put your funds, because PantherSwap has shown that their vaults and their do seem pretty safe, and we do have 0% deposit fee on all of these. So they are still running the ability for you to come and get into, providing liquidity here, earning rewards over here, and kind of supporting them building up a competitor to the Pancake swap platform. Now, we don't know if that's going to catch on or not, because this site, is trying to recover basically from its first IPO not going that well. And that's what we're going to be looking at their new IPO. So their newest IPO is this Pirate one. As you can see, they do have a really healthy APR on the Pirate BNB LP, sitting here at 327%. And so just quickly, we're going to come over here and see that they did launch their Pirate pool, and that they did go ahead and hit 100% on the pre-sale, so that was good. They did raise the full amount that they wanted to raise, and these Pirate tokens did get sold. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. They only raised 34% of their token, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it did launch. So let me see. I'm going to go ahead and click on the project site. We'll take a quick look at here. So the idea here is kind of a gambling-ish game. So you buy these keys for 4 cents, then you put keys into a treasure chest, from what I understand, and then you're able to, if you're the last person to put a key in, then you win the money in the treasure chest. So it's going to be kind of it's a gamified way of trying to earn more money by being the last person to put in the key. It kind of reminds me similar to like the bidding sites where you can buy something super cheap if you're the last person to bid, but each bid costs you money. It's kind of similar to that, where somebody's going to get this treasure chest with all these keys in it, but we're all going to just keep on dumping keys into there. So it's an interesting thing. We'll have to see if they can get some traction and get going. It's a relatively simple project, and obviously the token is sitting here at 4 cents, so that's not, it's not spectacular, but it was a successful launch of a site that is up and working. So that is one thing that is bodes a little bit well for PantherSwap, maybe turning things around. I think I'm going to end the video here. I just kind of wanted to show you that PantherSwap is still trying to grow. They still have 0 deposit fees if you're someone who wants to come over here and risk getting into some of these farming of the Panther token. And you can go ahead and see that the AutoShark platform is now up and running, so you can look at coming over and getting into something like a BNB BUSD, getting an APY of 88% by staking your tokens over here, and then you're going to be earning more BNB, more BUSD, and the JAWS token that you'll be able to sell, reinvest, stake. It's kind of your own decision when you're earning that extra token from the BNB from any of these AMAs. Now, the Jaws token is kind of being really generous and not allowing anybody, not giving up any. How do I want to say it? They're not taking as high fees from anything right now, and they're redistributing the fees they do have to all the users to make up for the flash loan attack. Eventually, when that ends, then we're going to see this change a little bit, and you are going to see possibly some fees come into these pools that you're not seeing today. All right, everybody, I hope you have a good one. If you decide to take a look at these pools again, let me know, because I really want to know what the community thinks about those sites. Thanks. Bye.